You know, there's a truth that most men never get to hear. It's a simple one, but it changes everything. A woman never regrets losing you when you're trying to prove your worth. She regrets losing you when you finally realize your worth, and you stop trying. That's the moment everything shifts. See, women don't just wake up one day and regret losing a man because he begged or chased her or constantly explained himself. No, they regret it when that man goes quiet, when he stops explaining, stops checking in, stops reacting, and starts evolving. That silence, that shift in energy, it hits her deeper than any long message or emotional plea ever could. And the reason this is so important is simple. After a breakup, too many men give their power away. They obsess, they overanalyze every text, they question everything while she's out testing her freedom. And in doing that, they forget the most critical thing. Regret isn't created by your words, it's created by your absence and your growth. A woman feels true regret not when you chase her, but when she realizes she has lost all access to the version of you she once took for granted. That is what wakes her up. That is what makes her rethink every single choice. This isn't about manipulation. This is about rebuilding your presence in a way that naturally and powerfully makes her feel your absence. This is how you make her regret losing you. Let's start with step number 1. Step 1. Stop chasing. Let silence speak louder. The first and most critical step isn't about saying the right thing. It's about saying nothing at all. Most men underestimate silence because it feels like inaction. But in reality, silence is a move, a powerful one. When you stop chasing her, you immediately shift the energy. See, when a woman leaves, she expects a reaction. She expects the texts, the calls, the pleas. She expects you to fight for her attention because that confirms her importance in your world. The moment you don't do that, she feels something she didn't expect. Uncertainty. Imagine this. She ends things. For the first week or two, she's confident. She's sure you'll reach out. But when you go quiet, completely radio silent, it creates confusion. She starts wondering, did he move on that fast? Was I not as important as I thought? That confusion begins to crack her emotional certainty. And that is where regret starts to creep in. Every message you send that says, "I miss you," only reminds her that she's still in control. But when you go silent, she no longer knows where she stands. That mystery makes her think about you in ways your words never could. Step 2. Rebuild your image without announcing it. Here's a mistake so many men make. They feel the need to prove they're doing great. They hit the gym and post a selfie. They share motivational quotes. But here's the reality check. The moment you start doing things for her to see, you've already lost your power. Real change doesn't need an announcement. The man who is truly rebuilding himself does it in silence. He doesn't tell the world what he's planning. He just becomes different. When a woman walks away, she expects you to try and get her attention. So when you don't, when she can't figure out what's going on in your life, that's when her mind starts working overtime. That mystery is incredibly powerful. If she knows you're hurting, she feels in control. But if she has no idea what's going on with you, that control slips away. She starts wondering, did he move on? Is he happier? Did he finally realize his own worth? And that uncertainty creates a quiet tension that slowly grows into regret. But rebuilding your image isn't just about your physical looks. It's about your entire energy. Start working out, not to post pictures, but to get your confidence back. Clean up your style. Focus on your goals, your finances, your mindset. Because when you glow up in silence, people feel it before they see it. You'll walk into a room differently. You'll carry yourself with a confidence that no Instagram post could ever match, and that is what makes women stop and think. Step 3. The power of emotional detachment. Real power comes from genuine emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you become a cold, unfeeling robot. It means you stop letting your emotions control your actions. You stop living to prove something to her, and you start living to elevate yourself. When you reach this level, your calmness becomes your greatest strength. You stop reacting, you stop explaining, you stop chasing, and ironically, that is what gets her attention the most. Women regret losing men who master their emotions. Because while most guys are spiraling after a breakup, the man who stays calm and grounded stands out. He becomes the one she can't read anymore. And women deeply dislike not being able to read a man they once understood. True detachment means you're at peace with what happened. You're not bitter. You're not resentful. You've accepted the loss and turned it into fuel for your own growth. When she sees that, it challenges her ego. She expected you to be broken without her. She thought you'd chase, but instead she sees you thriving, not in a showy way, but in a grounded, masculine way. That's when regret hits her the hardest. Not because she lost control over you, but because she realizes you didn't need her to become a better man. Step 4. Level up your life. Like you were never hurt. One of the most powerful things you can do is to level up like nothing ever broke you. Not out of pride, but because pain, when used correctly, is the best fuel you will ever have. Heartbreak isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to rebuild you. The best comeback isn't about showing her you're fine. It's about actually being fine. You level up by taking all that emotional energy and redirecting it into something productive. Hit the gym to discipline your mind, build your finances, develop new skills, reconnect with your ambition. Real power moves quietly, with intention. When you level up like you were never hurt, you stop carrying emotional baggage. You're no longer reacting, you're evolving. If she sees you thriving, peaceful and focused, it makes her rethink everything. Women don't regret losing angry men. They regret losing calm, grounded men who outgrew their pain. That's when she starts realizing you never needed her to find your strength. You just needed the space to see it clearly. Step 5. The power of indifference. Now, this word is often misunderstood. Indifference. People think it means being cold or mean. That's not it. The kind of indifference that works is a calm, composed detachment. It's a peaceful refusal to let her emotional drama steer your life. Most breakups follow a predictable script. She expects a reaction. The texts, the calls, those reactions confirm her power. Indifference breaks that script. It doesn't scream, "I don't care." It quietly says, "I care about myself more than I care about proving anything to you." Genuine indifference comes from strength, not from spite. It's not about playing games to punish her. It's about you choosing your peace over her panic. Use indifference to reclaim your power. Stay grounded. Keep conversations short and polite. Don't broadcast your emotional state. When you're truly indifferent in a peaceful way, she can't help but notice the difference between the man she thought she had and the man you've become. Step 6. When she comes back. Curious, don't rush. If you've done everything right, something interesting will happen. She gets curious. Maybe she texts you out of the blue. "Hey, how have you been?" Maybe she likes one of your old photos. That curiosity is the first sign of an emotional shift. But this is the most dangerous moment, because this is where most men blow it. When a woman comes back curious, she's not always coming back for you. Sometimes she's coming back for control. She wants to see if you're still emotionally available to her. That first, "Hey stranger" text is often a test. She wants to see if she still matters. That's why your reaction matters more than your response. Stay calm, stay composed. Don't ignore her, but don't jump at the bait. Take your time, hours, maybe even a day before you reply. Your delay sends a message. You are no longer emotionally tied to her notifications. When you do respond, keep it simple, short, polite, but emotionally neutral. Don't bring up the past. Don't try to sound impressive. The goal isn't to make her chase. It's to show her that you've outgrown the version of yourself that needed her attention. Your calm tone will throw her off. She expected either anger or excitement. Instead, she finds emotional control. And that is rare. That is deeply attractive. Step 7. Become the man she can't replace. This is the final step. When a woman comes back, she's not just revisiting the relationship, she's revisiting who you were. You cannot win her back by being the same man she left. That version of you wasn't enough. The power move is to become the man she can't replace, the one who evolved while she was gone, the one who built more confidence, more purpose. When she sees that version of you, it hits differently. She remembers the man she left, but she's drawn to the man you've become. She can't control him. She can't predict him. She can't manipulate him because he's not desperate for her anymore. This shift puts you back in control. You're no longer reacting to her. She's reacting to you. So when she returns, don't rush to fall back into what was. Make her meet you where you are now. The ultimate goal isn't to remind her of who you were. It's to make her realize she will never find another man like who you have become. Let me leave you with this. When a woman comes back after walking away, it's not always about love. Sometimes it's about curiosity. Sometimes it's about ego. Your power is in showing her that her absence didn't break you. It made you stronger, sharper, more focused. Let your silence speak louder than your desire. Let your presence remind her that walking away from you was her biggest mistake. Because the man who remains grounded when a woman leaves and remains indifferent when she returns becomes unforgettable. Don't be the man who is waiting to be chosen again. Be the man she wishes she never lost. Outro music fades in.